Myth number 3 here, the paleo diet is a fad diet. I get this one sometimes. I'll hear folks say, well, the paleo diet is just kind of the cool thing to be doing right now. And it's, 10 years from now, the paleo diet's not going to be around and you guys will be on to something else. Okay, let's examine those points. If you look at what most non-industrialized countries still do, they still have pretty close to some type of hunter-gatherer mentality still. Countries that come to mind, some of your South American countries, like the colonies that still, or your groups of individuals that still live along the Amazon out there. They still live along the Amazon for the reason they kill, they catch, they gather. It's a nutrient-dense environment. It has a lot to offer in that environment. They can pick, they can gather. I mean, that's the reason they live in those areas, but they still use that paleo type, that hunter-gatherer type of mentality. The paleo diet was the original human diet. I mean, if you look at, even if you take refined foods are, in general, with the exception of grains, they're refined from some aspect of a food within the paleo mindset. I'll go back to, and I won't even use a name on this, just kind of think about some of the popular diets that are out there, some of the diets that you know to be fad diets, and look at what they do. They actually manipulate various aspects of a paleo type diet, of a real food pattern, to kind of customize it to what they want their outcome to be with that. So again, could you take paleo and make it low fat? Yeah, you can do a low fat paleo diet if you wanted to. Could you do low carb, high protein, or anything else, caloric restriction? Yeah, you can do all of those things. But what's the point in doing that? The idea should be not that I've got to, when I sit down and look at food, I've got to put all this thought into the food selection that I'm making. No, our ancestors and forefathers didn't do that. They basically looked at food and said, it's living, it's real, I'm going to eat it. And that's how our thought process should be as well. It should be that simple for us. And just to the point of this being a fad diet, and again, this is not us out here in the lay public that put this study together. This is the guys at the desk in the research world, and look at what they said. Paleolithic nutrition, 25 years later. They've been studying this stuff for at least 25 years in the research world, and it still hasn't gone away. And you're still finding more stuff. All those studies I put up, that's the reason it's still not going to go away, because they're finding such strong health-promoting connections associated with it once they're really starting to get in here and dig around on it a little bit. So, quarter century, we're still going with it.